Why borrowing is bad. Look, if you don't want to work for it now before you have it, you're not gonna want to work for it after you have it. I'm gonna say it again. If you're not motivated and you're not disciplined enough to work for it before you have it, while you're hungry, you're not gonna have the discipline and hunger and drive and motivation to work for it after you have it. You know what I'm trying to say? Your reward is supposed to be at the end. That's the right order of things. You have your work before and you have the end, right? You get your dessert after you eat dinner. After you eat dessert, your appetite is spoiled, so you don't even want to eat dinner. You feel what I'm trying to say? So you have to mentally understand yourself. Like, you have to use your hunger to your advantage to get the work done, right? You have to use your hunger as an advantage to use the fact that you want that cake, you want that ice cream. That's what makes you eat your vegetables. That's what makes you eat. That's what gives you the drive, is because you have that to look forward to. But when you put the prize first, you never do the work. When you give the trophy first, you never do the work, right? And so I said all that to say that is the psychological disadvantage that you have in life when you keep taking out these loans, when you keep getting these car payments, when you keep getting your prize first and then saying, oh, I'm gonna make it back. You don't want to pay it back once you get it, right? You don't. It's just a psychological thing. If you understand humans, you're progressive. You're already on to the next once you got it. But now you gotta work for some stuff in the past. You at work today working for something that was in the past, right? You're a future thinker. You're a projective. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that to yourself. You're not gonna want to work for it after you've got it, right? After you know what I'm saying? It even works for women. After I didn't, you know what I'm saying, been there and got it, why would I want to put in the work after, right? I already got, you know what I'm saying, you already got what you wanted. And so life, you know what I'm saying, there's things have to be in a certain order, and they're in a certain order for a certain reason. But now that you got all these loans, and now that you got all these credit cards, and now that you got all these, you know what I'm saying, things that you can take out, and things you can borrow from, it messes up the order. So now that you can get things, now you can pay, you know what I'm saying, now you can get that car without putting in no work. I can go pull up no money down, right? And so instead of putting in the work and dang, I really want this car, now I'm gonna put in this work and stack and save this money. That's the right mentality to have. And you pay it off, and once you get it, you're fully enjoying what you got. You know what I'm saying? You fully enjoying your reward. You bask in your reward. Like, man, I got this car. I ain't making no payments on it. I can go wherever I want to go. I can go on a trip. You know what I'm saying? I can go somewhere. Versus, you know what I'm saying, you didn't put in no work for this car. You just got the car, and now you just paying a month, and it's just like you don't really appreciate it. You start missing payments. You start, you know what I'm saying, you're not motivated, and now you can't really go nowhere. You can't really enjoy your reward because you still gotta work for it, right? Now you got this brand new car, and you can't go nowhere but to work. You can't even go on vacation. You're supposed to use the car to go somewhere. You can't go nowhere but to work, right? You're supposed to use the car to go, you know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing because you broke. So you traded, you know what I'm saying, your power for something that you traded your power for a costume. You traded your superpowers for a costume. Your superpower was the work you put in, right? But you didn't put in no work. You just look like you put in work, right? And so don't trade your superpower for a costume. It's not a fair trade, because that is what's gonna make you want to do the work. that's what's gonna make you, that's what's gonna get you there. And don't fall for the scam of these. You know what I'm saying? Everyone, and I debate with anyone on this. The whole entire world would, a lot of people would tell you otherwise, but I'm telling you, the hard way is the way. Like, everything else is deception. Everything else is an illusion. That toe man coming around all these people's blocks, bro, and giving them a rude awakening, and you gonna start back behind the finish line. You thought zero was the place. Now they introduce you to negatives, right? Now when you get a check, they taking that, right? And so sometimes you gotta appreciate zero. But anyways, I say that from a mindset perspective, that I know it's hard. I know you know what I'm saying? You gotta do the work. Don't have the mindset to, oh, I'm gonna borrow this money and then I'm gonna get it back. You're not gonna get it back. I've seen it time and time again. Don't have the mindset, oh, I'm gonna get this real. It's not gonna happen. Because the fact that you have that mindset right now, I'm gonna just take this out and then I'm gonna get it back later, you're gonna stay in that mindset, right? Because when you get some more money, instead of paying off your loans, you're like, oh, I could pay off these loans, but oh, I'm gonna just get this and I'm gonna pay it back later, and it never ends. It never ends. And you end up juggling a bunch of stuff, and it all ends up falling on the ground, and you end up starting at zero, and now you done wasted years and time of your life trying to hold up something that you didn't have the power to hold up, and then it all falls down, right? And then you start back from zero when you could have just, you know what I'm saying, went the right way from the get-go. It would have saved you a lot of time, would have saved you a lot of money, would have saved you a lot of headache. Yeah, it's a grind at first. You gotta be ready to grind at first. Don't fall for it. That's the nature of the universe. Don't let this world make you soft. Don't let this world trick you into not understanding how the world actually works. The world actually works as those who cook eat, those who hunt eat. But now you see a bunch of people that is not cooking or not hunting, and it just look like they're just eating all the time. That's not how the world works. And so use the fact that you don't have as motivation to get you to that. Use the fact that you want something. You use that want to fuel your drive. You know what I'm trying to say? You use that as a gasoline to fuel your drive, right? And it'll get you to where you're supposed to get. So this video is more of a mindset that you should have, and a mindset of how to avoid the deception of, you know what I'm saying, this evil world that we live in that will scam you with everything that you wanted. You can go get that new car, no money down. You can go get that, you know what I'm saying, new all that, new whatever you want, whatever you desire, and make payments, but it's gonna hold you back. Now, there's certain times, you know what I'm saying, you might have to, I don't even want to say that, but maybe you can get help, you know what I'm saying, from family, or get help from, but don't have a borrower's mindset, because that will hold you back. One of the biggest things that hold people back is these loans. And I'll tell you out the gate, one of the biggest things that hold people back is, one, these college loans, the loans on cars, student loans. Those are probably the three biggest financial setbacks that people in life have. And when they sign those, and then once you get your house, they keep refinancing, which, you know, it's a bunch of whatever. But anyway, point of the moral of the video is, do the work first, get the reward later, right? Eat your food, eat your fruits and vegetables, then eat your food. Then eat your food, then eat your vegetables, right? It's in that order for a reason. And so when you do things out of order, it's gonna mess up something. And so do the work.